Hello, everyone. Today we're going to learn about the major groups of plants. The principal group of plants, including lower plants and higher plants. Lower plants are plants with simple structure, single cell or multicellular, no organ differentiation, do not form embryos, and grow in water or wet places, including algae, fungi, and lichens. 1. Algae are a group of eukaryotic organisms in the protist kingdom. It is a lower autotrophic plant with photosynthetic pigments that can perform photosynthesis. They are mainly distributed in freshwater or seawater and can be divided into two types, freshwater algae and marine algae. Kelp, seaweed, and spirulina, which are familiar to students, belong to algae. 2. Fungal plants generally lack photosynthetic pigments and are heterotrophic organisms that cannot perform photosynthesis. It is unicellular or filamentous, heterotrophic, parasitic, or saprophytic. They are divided into bacteria, fungi, and slime molds. There are about 120,000 known species of fungi. The relationship between fungi and humans is extremely close. Many species can be used as food or medicine, such as the use of yeast to make bread and wine, extract drugs from mold, such as penicillin, edible fungi such as fungus, mushroom, and so on. Some fungi cause serious harm to human beings, such as causing human and animal disease, causing crop infection and rot. 3. Lichen plants. Lichens are cyanobacteria or algae and fungi symbiotic complex. 4. Because bacteria and algae have been closely combined for a long time, forming a single fixed organism in morphology, structure, physiology, and heredity. Therefore, lichens are classified as a separate phylum, the Lichenophyta. 5. There are about 26,000 species of plants in 500 genera. 6. Algae make nutrients, fungi absorb water, inorganic salts. Higher plants, plants with complex structure, differentiated organs, multicell reproductive organs, fertilized eggs to form embryos, and then develop into new individuals. Most are terrestrial, including bryophytes, ferns, gymnosperms, and angiosperms. 1. Bryophytes. Bryophytes are a group of small higher plants. They lack true roots and differentiated vascular tissues, and mostly grow in moist environments. Bryophytes are a kind of small green plants dominated by gametophytes in their life history. They have simple structure, no vascular tissue, and no real differentiation of roots, stems, and leaves. The stems, leaves, and roots we usually see should be strictly called pseudostems, pseudoleaves, and pseudoroots. Bryophytes usually prefer a damp environment. They usually grow on stone walls, tree trunks, soil surfaces, or in moist forests and swamps. Some bryophytes can also survive in deserts or even arid regions. 2. Ferns, also known as ferns, are a group of spore plants with the highest level of evolution. They exhibit a life cycle with heteromorphic alternation of generations, featuring a dominant sporophyte. The sporophyte has differentiation of roots, stems, and leaves, with primitive vascular tissue. The gametophytes are small, green, either autotrophic or symbiotic with fungi, and possess rhizoids and thallus-like structures. The sexual reproductive organs are spermatozoa and archegonium. No seeds. Most of them are soil, stone, or epiphytic, and a few are wet or aquatic, preferring moist and warm environment. Ferns. Some ferns are medicinal plants, some are used as vegetables, and some are starch plants. 3. Gymnosperms. Both archegonium and seed plants, they have ovule, but the carpel does not cover the ovary, and the ovule is bare, the endosperm, that is, the female prothallus, has been formed before fertilization. Mostly evergreen trees, without ovary structure, bare ovules, do not form fruit. Macrosporophyll encloses the seed. Gymnosperms are mainly important wood species in forestry management, and also raw material species such as fiber, resin, and tannin. A few kinds of branches and leaves, pollen, seeds, and root bark can be used for medicinal purposes. Angiosperms are the most evolved, most diverse, most widely distributed, and most adaptable group of plants in the world today. There are more than 200,000 species of angiosperms in the world, accounting for more than half of the total number of plants. Angiosperms possess flowers, which are morphologically distinct from the strobili of gymnosperms. The ovules are stored in the ovary, and the seeds are wrapped by the pericarp after fertilization, which is more conducive to seed propagation and germination. The gametophytes are highly simplified and live on the sporophyte for life. Vascular bundles primarily consist of vessels. The majority of human food and nutrition comes from angiosperms, either directly from crops or horticultural plants such as grains, legumes, tubers, fruits, and vegetables, or indirectly to provide pasture feed for livestock. Angiosperms also provide countless raw materials for construction, paper, textiles and plastic products, oils, fibers, sugar, spices, insect wax, medicine, resins, tanning acids, anesthetics, beverages, and more. In addition, about 2.5 billion people in the world get their energy from wood and coal. That concludes this section. Thank you.